Recognized for 3 minutes.
I appreciate the gentleman from Virginia, the distinguished majority leader, for yielding. Madam Speaker, I haven't come to the House floor with any prepared remarks. Frankly, I'm not sure my vocabulary, I'm not sure my thoughts can do the moment justice. I would say, in the victim that we know, Congresswoman Giffords, Gabby, if there is a sweeter, a kinder, a more gentle member of the House, I know not their name. So many of us consider her to be a friend. I think if there was a poll of members of the House, she would probably be voted least likely to offend any human being, which makes this incident, this tragedy, so unfathomable. We all pray for her full recovery. This House is not whole without her smile, without her voice, without her presence. Madam Speaker, I did not know Gabrielle Zimmerman, but I know a lot of great Americans, young people who decide to dedicate themselves to public service and work on my staff. And I know how they are a part of my extended family. I didn't know Doran Stoddard, Phyllis Schneck, Dorothy Morris, but their parents, their grandparents, their spouses, and we think of our own family. I didn't know Judge John Roll, but again, somebody who committed their life to public service. And last but not least, I don't know Christina Taylor Greene. I didn't have that pleasure. A 9-year-old child thrilled to learn about our representative democracy and brought down in an act of evil. I never met her, but I think about my 8-year-old daughter, and I think about my 7-year-old son, and how they learn about their father's business. And so all of us come together in this time of mourning, but this time of resolution. We mourn the loss of these great American citizens, but we resolve that the representative democracy, that the traditions of the House will not be a casualty of this tragedy. The People's House will be open. The member's representative will be accessible. It can be no different in this country. I have an additional 30 seconds.
Madam Speaker, I yield to the gentleman an additional 30 seconds.
The gentleman has an additional 30 seconds.
We cannot allow the tragedy to be compounded by changing the way we conduct the people's business. This cannot happen. And so we come here today to mourn, but we come here to be resolved that this individual who is responsible for a heinous, evil act will not succeed in interfering with the people's business in the people's house. Godspeed in her recovery to Gabby, our colleague. I yield back.
Gentleman's time has expired.